Hi Chad, welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? Let's see, it is Tuesday, the last day of January of 2023, and we're back for yet another stream. The plan is to do some work stuff today. Not really code per se. Sorta code, sorta not. Sorta not code. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I have two proposals that I need to get ready by next week. And we're going to work on at least one of them today. I don't know. The second proposal is going to be hard for me to try and push. The first one I think is trivial. I just have to be like, I'm doing this, by the way. Does anything look off here? But yeah, we're going to try and figure out how things work today and then design a way forward for the future. But anyway, let me say hi to everyone who's here. And we're going to be on Notion today. Let's see. Baldathis was here before the stream started. JJMC was first. Hello, hello. Walker Codes is also here. No better way to celebrate going on call than with an Anthonc stream. Technically, I'm going on call today, too. Because I overrided another engineer on my team for a few days this week. And then I'm going on call next week. Hey, 2 weeks in a row. Go wrong. Meat Sauce is also here. Hello, hello. John NV1, good to see you again. My username, welcome to the stream. How do I know that's your username, not someone else's? What if you stole that username? Recursive Chat's also here. Hello, hello. The Max Burn, how's it going? Exonity. Hello, hello. Tom, welcome back. Good to see you again. Are you proposing? Well, technical proposition. I don't have anyone to propose to. Pythonic Pie's also here. Hello, hello. Brothers in arms are suffering. Yeah. Okay, so the plan for today is to demonstrate the problem and then figure out how it works and then figure out how to make it work differently but better. That's how all software is, right? Exonity, thank you for the resub. Oh, I forgot to open up my thing. At tier 3, the fanciest tier, at 25 months. Thank you for your continued support. It's good to see you again. Always good to see your whiskey emote in chat. But I hope you're doing well. Streamlabs is down today. That's great. Love that for me. What the fuck, Streamlabs? Get your shit together. Recent events. There are no recent events. Oh boy. Well, I guess I will use the Twitch dashboard instead. Red Sky 1, hello, hello. How you doing? Kenton's back. It has been a while. It's good to see you again. Okay, so there are two main problems here. Problems. The first is I want to introduce Canary for all services at Sentry. For those of you that aren't familiar with the idea of canary in a coal mine, the name canary comes from canary in a coal mine, which was an idea that you throw a canary, a literal canary, a bird, into the coal mine before going into the coal mine yourself. And if the canary dies, you don't go into the coal mine. A little morbid, I guess, now that you think about it that way. But the idea with canary in software is it is a small partial deployment such that if you roll out something broken, you only impact a small percentage of things and you roll back quickly, mitigating the amount of damage that you do. And the way deploys work at Sentry right now is it deploys to everything all at once. Which means you break everything all at once. So I am attempting to introduce Canary into all services at Sentry. This is already done for 2 services. 3 services technically, but one of them was already doing that before. And it sort of doesn't really follow the pattern that I'm trying to establish. But that's fine. We will be able to move them into the brave new world where every deploy goes through Canary. But anyway, I want to introduce Canary for all services at Sentry. This includes our front end. The way Sentry is set up right now is if you go to, let's do some private tab. If you go to sentry.io right now, it loads this website, which if we look, actually we can see it from view source. So it loads this website. This is not the right website. Oh, do I actually have to do the logged in site? This is not the logged in site. I didn't know this was served out of a different app. Really? Maybe this is the same app. I just don't know how this part works. Hang on. Network, reload. There should be a... Oh yeah, these are all coming from sentry.dev. Oh, this is Vercel. I think if I do this, it'll go to the .io page, maybe. Did I not click refresh? Oh, I gotta bin this and then click refresh. Okay. So you'll notice the problem here, which is we have a lot of 200 gets that are cached. You can see they're cached here, and they take 0 milliseconds. But we also have this app.js and this sentry.css, which are cached, but they're cached via a e-tag, essentially a special identifier that you ask the server, hey, has this thing changed? And the server says, no, it has not changed, 304. Or it says, yes, it has changed. It gives you the response. That's how e-tag caching works. With e-tag caching, you have to make a request to see whether it has changed. And so you can see, in this case, it added almost 300 milliseconds to our, well, I guess these are max. So it added almost, 200 milliseconds to our timeline here, to our blocked page render. And what is the blue line? Is the blue line time to... I forget what it means. What's the blue line, chat? I forget what it is. Oh, I don't want this anymore. How do I make this go away? This button. What? Blue is DOM content loaded, yeah. And pink is on load. Yeah. So we're adding almost 200 milliseconds to DOM content loaded, which is the first time that you can sort of reliably run JavaScript. You release a physical bird into data centers to hunt for boogs. Interesting. But the problem with this is, if you look at the path for this file, request, no? Headers? Yeah. So if you look at the path for this request, you'll see that it's not a version CDN URL. So the way we deploy it to the CDN right now is we just overwrite this file, and we tell our CDN provider to e-tag cache this file. Whereas if you look at our normal CDN-based files, you'll see that they are, on this domain, they have a version in their path, or a hash in their path. It's either a version or a hash, I'm not really sure which. Which means that if if your browser has already cached this file, it doesn't need to make a request at all. So it says 200 get here, but you'll see that it took 0 milliseconds, and that's because the file is already available locally. Even this 1 megabyte vendors node modules emotion, whatever the fuck this is, even this did not need to make a new request, even though it's a whole megabyte. 0 milliseconds. So that's kind of the first problem, which is these take a little bit of extra time. But it also means that I can't canary them very well, because there's only a single path that's used for all of the web hosts. So our front end, and we have 2 separate deploys at Sentry. So we deploy our back end, which is a Django web app, and we deploy our front end, which is just slamming over this file in not S3, but what's the Google version? GCS. We just slam over this file in GCS. So our approach to front-end deploys adds 100 to 200 milliseconds to DOM content loaded, because we do an E tag based caching approach. Is that how they spell E tag? I can never remember. What do you mean no request for this payload? There definitely is. There's the 3. There's this. There's the 304. Cache. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want. What do you mean there's no request? There's this 304 right here. Stupid. Yeah. Oh, E tag is spelled like that, I guess. Okay, so these are our problems. I want to introduce Canary for all of our services at Sentry. This includes our front end, our current front end deploy. Just overwrites a single file. I kind of want to. Our style sheet and JS loads add 100 to 200 milliseconds to DOM content loaded, even when cached. Our approach to front-end deploys requires an E-tag based caching approach. This means a request is sent to the CDN, asking if the asset is up to date using an identifier. Our other assets, which are properly hash prefixed, do not need a request when cached. Browser knows it already has the right asset. Oh snap, a daytime stream is true as true, Stevo Bandito. Oh, did Twitch change their blue colors or did you change your blue color? I feel like it's slightly different. Twitch might have weird. Or did they have like a shadow to the usernames? Or am I just tripping? This looks different. Is it just me? Or does it look different to you too? Wilfred, hello. How you doing? It's darker? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's supposed to be straight up F00, right? Let's see. It does say style equals color 00FF. Did they change the background color? Or is there like a X shadow on this? Hold on. So I made it too big. You'll see it is the right color here. On Twitch Mobile it's gray for some reason. Oh. So on Twitch Mobile you probably have the color. You probably have this mode thing enabled. Where is that? There's like a color chat appearance. Yeah, readable colors. Which, well, actually, I guess that makes it purple. I don't like the readable colors. I like the true colors. Yeah. But I don't know. This blue looks different. I might just be tripping. I don't fucking know. Hello. How you doing? It's been a bit. It's good to see you again. Yeah, Wilfred, see, the thing is, a bunch of people have black usernames in my chat. And so what I end up doing or internalizing, which is a little bit perhaps maybe a little fucked up that I do this, but I identify people based on their chat badges. So if you change your chat badges, I will mouse over your name more times than usual. But I currently know that if you have the bronze badge and holy shit, the 100 gift sub badge, then I'll know it's you, Wilfred, because no one else has those badges. You live in my head rent free. I have thousands of chat usernames in my head rent free. Yes. As a browser extension that makes the chat colors more readable. Yeah, there's also a built-in Twitch thing for it. I just don't like it. I'd rather just have the native ones. So you can do this and then you get readable colors. But I don't. I like the original colors. Pokemon fan says, yo Anthony, I got a job at Northrop Grumman. I don't. A Wikipedia article. This is not the Wikipedia article. It's a website. Solves the toughest problems in space, aeronautics, defense, and cyberspace. Interesting. 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 Software engineer. Cool, cool. Mixer Jank. Oh, hello. How you doing? What is this? Hold on. We have a Stack Overflow question to. Hopefully they've used the Python tag and then I can do Pammer it. Oh, I'm not logged in here. There's an exact duplicate of this. Fuck! I can only recommend that it's duped because I don't have the gold badge in this yet. You would think I would have the gold badge in my own fucking tech, but site stackoverflow.com. Anthony Satilli recommits or true. Yeah. All right. If any of you have vote to close permissions, if any of you have vote to close permissions, please help me do Pammer this. Two people died at an NG facility where they make solid rocket boosters today. I did see that news article while I was searching. Oh, this isn't necessarily the right dupe. This is maybe the other one that I want. Is this the one? Yeah, actually this is the better dupe. Ah, I can't rescind that dupe. Can I close with a different dupe? This is probably a better dupe. Either way. Anyway, off topic. Okay, so these are problems. Yeah. It's actually two files. Two files, and let's the CDN handle update. Our style sheet and JavaScript loads add this to DOM content loaded even when cached. Our approach to front-end deploys requires an e-tag based caching approach. This means a request is sent to CDN even if the asset is up to date using an identifier. This blocks. At least I think it blocks. Am I tripping here? I'm pretty sure that blocks, right? Also, I like how our page starts with 10 lines of white space. I know exactly why it does that too. Because of templates, probably? I've never actually looked at our base template. I don't even know what the extension is. They're Django templates somewhere. There's sentry templates. Sounds like this one, maybe? Extends sentry bases off. Extends sentry bases modal. Extends sentry layout. Kill me. just fucking end me already. Wait, where the fuck is that file? Oh, it's sentry layout. Yeah, okay. So each of these blank lines here adds up to a bunch of blank lines. Was that all? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully doing well. Octavius is also here. How you doing? Okay, anyway, this style sheet link right here is blocking. If I remember anything about how web rendering works. Is that true? That's how this works? If you request a style sheet that blocks? Our style sheet requests blocking for DOM content loaded. Inline.js, blocking CSS. This person doesn't sound like they know what they're doing. Yeah. That's pretty much what I thought happens. Okay. Cool. Django templates in 2023 couldn't be me. Well, Django in 2023 couldn't be me. More like, Grid Warrior. Hello. How you doing? Okay, yeah. My understanding of front end has not changed. Good. Wolfred, I gotta do work. Oh, okay, fine. We'll do a typewriter. We'll do a typewriter, even though I probably shouldn't do a typewriter because I'm supposed to be doing work. Oh, I'm not logged in. Oh, I'm not logged in my Pass Manager. Okay, never mind. You're getting refunded. We can do it after work. You're getting refunded because I'm not logged in my Password Manager. And I'm gonna go turn those off. So that other people don't click them. Remind me to turn it back on after I'm done with work. Yeah, you can well, that one's not gonna work, so we'll turn it off. That one off. You can switch my keyboard, sure. I'm gonna turn this one off. I'm gonna turn that one off. Okay, we'll leave those other ones. The MOTD is set to Ohio. Perfect. Okay, so wait, problems. How front-end deploys work today? That is the hot take, but I actually like Django. I mean, Django is fine. It's just, you have to do everything the Django way. Or you can't. It's just kind of how Django works. Okay, so how front-end deploys work today? So, gotta find all the details of this. Is it all in Sentry? Oh, it might be in the private repo. Goss Round! Hello, hello. How you doing? Octavia says I'll take 2 scoops of Django. Isn't that a book? Almost all of Django's opinions on things don't align with how I do it. Yeah. Yeah. I just hack it, which I mean Django's a bunch of hacks anyway. Yeah, it's true. Oh no, I don't remember how to say your name. Alicia? Alicia! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome raiders! How you doing? Good to see you again. How was your stream? What were you working on? Alibi, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Spacey, welcome to the stream. Wendell's. Koikin raid. What is a Koikin? What? What? Rurutu, hello, hello. How you doing? It's okay, read the raid message. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. Faff and the Boots also here. Lambda Larry, how you doing? The Book Snail, welcome, welcome. Ethereal Slate. Oh, that's quite the name. Story's good. Managed to get my Twitch bot to connect to Twitch chat. Nice. Oh man, how many times did you leak credentials? That's usually my problem when I try and stream Twitch chat stuff. Inch High Elf, welcome, welcome. Honest Dan Games, good to see you. Ethereal Slate, thank you for the follow. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Anthony. I usually work on open source Python stuff. I maintain a bunch of libraries in Python that you may have heard of, such as PyTest, Flake8, Tox, Precommit, Dead Snakes, PyUpgrade, Babby, and like 50 other ones. But today I'm working on work. I work at a company called Sentry. Sentry does error reporting and monitoring and that sort of stuff. And I work as the lead of the developer infrastructure group at Sentry. And this quarter's focus is on getting stuff deployed, essentially. And one of the things that I'm interested in doing is enabling canary deploys. Basically, the idea behind a canary deploy is, well, it originally comes from a canary in the coal mine, which is a little bit morbid, but they would throw a bird in the coal mine. If the bird died, well, then you don't go into the coal mine. But a canary in software terms is similar. You deploy to a small subset of hosts, and you see whether they're good or not, and then you go to prod afterwards. And I'm trying to enable this at Sentry because currently we just deployed everything all at once and things break and then people are sad. SPX, SC, and The Hutchery, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Spent 2 hours trying to figure out why I kept saying it didn't actually connect. I wrote scopes instead of scope. Oh no. That's the worst. Recursive chat says, do you know of a tool to check if there's duplicate code in the code base? Pilot has a thing for it, but I don't know. I usually find that it's not super useful. You ever heard of Sentry on risky business? I don't know what that is. There's a bunch of things called Sentry. Yeah, no, it's not that. This is a different Sentry. There's like 4 or 5 things called Sentry, unfortunately. Yeah. Gustaron says, what is woes? Woes is a word that it's a noun for sadnesses. It's me being goofy. It's not really yeah. Okay, so next thing to do is figure out how front-end deploys work today. I think for this I need to look at the private repo, so I'm gonna have you look at my face for a sec while I open up the file and make sure that they don't have oh, there's a security podcast. Oh, there's I just googled it and ended up with a movie. Look, where is this? Docker? Yeah. Let me make sure. Let me just read this file and make sure there's nothing spooky in here. I don't think there's anything spooky in here, but I wouldn't want to just be like, oh, surprise, there's our fucking keys and plain text. Because you never know. You never know what it's going to do. What is this? Oh, am I gonna find? Where's the actual command that it runs? Yarn build. Yeah. I know that. Where's the actual deploy part? Deploy static? Is that what I want? Yeah, this looks like what I want. GS utils CP. Yeah, okay, I found it. I found the thing that does the deploy. Yes. Okay, so I can show you this now. Well, yeah, I can show. I know the files I can look at that are fine. Private repo where they had to get stuff. Honestly, my life would be so much easier if we just fucking open source this. There isn't really anything in here that's sensitive. I mean, there's probably some keys somewhere that we'd have to scrub and actually do keys properly. But like the big thing that's in this repo is mostly billing junk, which, yeah, I guess if we open sourced it would be easier for somebody to sell Sentry, although and then we'd have to lawyer at them, throw lawyers at the problem, which is stuff that you don't necessarily want to do. They're in metal. Hello, how you doing? There are also a lot of risky businesses out there in addition to all the Sentries. Yeah, true. Also an 80s movie with Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's what Google is showing me. That's all that Google is showing me. Lawyers are expensive. Yeah. But we already pay them. So. Right? Sony's the right thing that replaces defined fake API keys with the real ones? Does you mean the other way around? I mean, I sort of have that. We built a thing. We made my text editor blank out credentials, but then I didn't necessarily like the feature because it was complicated and hard to test, and I wasn't sure if I would actually use it. But we did. I don't know though. I don't know what we did with that. I don't know if we finished it. I don't know if we pushed it. Okay, but anyway, inside this repo there is a Docker file, which is built separately from the open source stuff. Which basically what it does is installs Node, installs the Sentry CLI, runs yarn junk, copies this deploy static thing into here, copies this entry point, which we'll look at in a second, and then copies a bunch of config, blah blah blah. Then it downloads Sentry, the open source part, and then does big yarn build. And this entry point here configures Google creds and then runs whatever the fuck you ask it to run. And the whatever the fuck you ask it to run is this bin deploy static script, which slaps things into a GCS bucket. This is the magic part at the end. Actually, it doesn't even do that. It copies all of the assets from a particular versioned release to this entry points place. Actually, I think that means that I could access. How would I do that? I find the most recently deployed thing. You can do this. You can look at my face for a second. I'm gonna try and find the most recently deployed thing, which should hopefully tell me allow me to grab the revision out of there. Okay, so this is apparently the most recently deployed revision, which I think means prefix underscore static. I should be able to do release version. What was the style sheet URL? Network. You. Ah! It's 304 at the top. Oh, there's another one here. Stripe? Does Stripe do the same thing? Oh, Stripe does the same thing. Annoying. Blap. I don't know why I thought Sentry's frontend was React. It is React. It is React. Like m variable string replace, so you have the fake ones in the files. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it works. Okay, so underscore static underscore release. Theory, I can do underscore release slash and then that revision. I might not even need to make any changes. This might just be super easy. Oh my god, that works. Yeah, this change might be way fucking easier than I expect it to be. Okay, anyway. Let's go back to here. How front-end deploys work today? Blackbox, hello, how you doing? How do they work? Okay, so the first step is a Docker file in get sentry produces a Docker image which contains the built assets. This is at docker/dockerfile.frontend, I think. Docker, no, frontend is .dockerfile. Of course. Dude, I fucking hate Notion. Notion drives me up a goddamn wall. Why would it stop my fixed text? And now it works. Ugh. Hate Notion so much. Wilfred says hiring for CodeCov. Are we hiring for CodeCov? I don't know. Automated deploys, leak APIs at scale? Meh. Notion is staying alive off of cringe Twitter influencers. Yeah. Dude, I hate Notion so much. I hate it so much. Is Notion like a fancy Confluence? Alright, hot take. Confluence is ass. But I would much rather use Confluence than Notion. That's how much trouble I have with Notion. Like 9 times out of 10, like if I go to click on something, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to select something. Well, it isn't doing it now, but the other time, like when I want to select text, well, that time it works. But sometimes I go to select text and it's like, haha, select the whole page. Or, oh, you wanted this mode? Oh, you wanted to move things around? No, I don't ever. No, stop it. Now I gotta. It's just like, they're like, oh, but what if we had this feature that no one fucking wants? And it just makes it so hard to use. It's just like a fucking text edit thing. I just want to be able to type text into it. Notion drives me nuts with little things. I feel like they've made so many little things that it's impossible to know how to use their product. And if you sneeze at it the wrong way, then all your text goes blop. Hot take, Notepad works fine with me. Yeah, Notepad's fine. Ashmel says I switched from Notion to Obsidian. I would almost rather just write this all in my text editor. You gotta know the system to make it work for you. Listen, if they made more intuitive choices about how their UI worked, I wouldn't have to learn how to use their UI. Is this Canvas or DOM stuff? It should just be DOM stuff, I would hope. If it's Canvas, they have bigger problems. But yeah. Andre Costa, hello. How you doing? Yeah, someone else said Obsidian. I don't take notes, so I literally only use this at work, and I would never use it personally. Lots of small features that don't blend well together. Maybe GitLab should acquire Notion. Shit, that's so true. Picture Jake says, I spent a lot of today writing docs in Confluence. I just need simple tables, bulleting, and numbering. Really don't need much more than that, so the experience is fine. Yeah, yeah. I miss the old Confluence. The old Confluence, I mean, yes, Jira's fucking made up markup language that's not markup and it's not RST sucked. And it's probably good that they got rid of it. But it was so much easier to write content in just like, literally all I fucking want. All I want in a wiki or note-taking app or whatever, I want to be able to write Markdown and have it render the Markdown. And I want something that makes tables better, because Markdown tables fucking suck. That's really all I need. I don't want any of this WYSIWYG garbage. And yeah, I guess this is probably aimed at non-technical people, and then fine, the non-technical people can have their WYSIWYG thing. But I'd rather just let me have Markdown. Limbo Walker, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Alicia, yeah, there's some words that I ban in chat. I probably know which word you tried to use in chat, but there's a few things that we just don't talk about. Yeah. I noted your feature request. Unfortunately, I noted this in Notion. Yeah. Like what? Did you not? I mean, there's probably one very specific thing that there's not too many things that are in the block list. Did I figure out if it's a company? I don't know that I have any company names blocked. I have a few technologies and a few concepts blocked. Okay, anyway, talk about, and this contains the built assets. During deploy, this runs bin deploy static. Wait, how do they get to the CDN in the first place? That part's not obvious to me, because this is just copying it over from here. Where's the first gsutil call? That was a risky click. Oh, is it part of Cloud Build itself? I don't know what's in this script, so hang on a sec. gsutil. Let me just make sure there's nothing. I'm not gonna try to figure out the answer. I'm just gonna make sure there's no creds in here. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, I'm just gonna figure it out then. Prefix. What the fuck is prefix? Destination static dist sentry. Weird. Oh. Yeah, I know. I know where it is blocked. It's the AI thing. Sandra says, at this point I'm too afraid to write poetry as well. Yeah, look in poetry. I should block poetry. I don't think I blocked poetry. You didn't even say it though? What did you type? Hang on, let me make sure that my filters are right. I might have fucked them up. Where is that? Where is even the moderation? Oh, it's under settings. Wilfred says, did you go to the gym? I did go to the gym. Yeah. Blocked terms and phrases. There's some funny ones in here. It could have been that you used this. That's a blocked phrase. Oh, but because I don't want people telling me what to do. Was that what it was? Oh. That's so funny. Hard to find one says, Anthon, when do you prefer bash scripts over Python? My recent answer is never. If it only gets run once, then sure, shell script fine. If it's gonna get run more than once, then you should write it in something maintainable. Is it Google? Is it the word chat? It's funny. Okay, sorry, I'm still reading this script because it's a little bit complicated. It does more than I expect it to. Oh, this is wild. This should not happen. What's happening? Doing. Yeah, like for some reason. Oh, what is that bucket? Why is it running this? Yeah, I feel like this is not supposed to. This is not supposed to be how it works. I think currently this means if you push to Megan, these are already overwritten, which doesn't seem right. Okay, but that answers that question at least, so I know where it comes from. What is $bucket variable? No, I want to know what the bucket is. No. Okay, well, it's fine. Yeah. You should automate that phrase too. Yeah. Pizza Hut commercial. Yeah, you were grumbling about that yesterday. Yeah, so some of the banned phrases that I have in my chat are that AI thing. Offer promotion of your channel. Best followers. I don't know why this one's here. There's a banned phrase that's remove the space. I'm pretty sure there was a stream at some point where people were just like started spamming the word remove the space over and over. There's a certain TOML file that's banned. Buy followers, want to become famous. I found you on this website. Want to become famous and line numbers. I wouldn't have picked C# for a first language to learn. Okay, random internet user. Thanks for your unsolicited advice. Right? Why do people do that? Like, they could just fuck right off. I don't give a shit what they think. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. People like that just grind my gears. Grind my gears. Okay, anyway. This gets built as part of cloud build, and that deploys the assets to a GCS bucket. During deploy, deploy static is run inside the front end image. It doesn't really need to pull the front end image for that, which copies the assets to the entry points path on the CDN. Source path I had these open, right? Version path. No, don't fetch a preview of a fucking CSS file. I didn't ask you to do that. Why would you do this? It's so dumb. Notion, what are you doing? Fuck this. Entry points path. Whew, okay. And then we gotta figure out how that gets hooked up, which is in the open source code. We can grep around there freely. I don't have to be careful about stuff. Really very strong opinions about underscores and variable names. I didn't particularly care either way, but after seeing someone go off replying on Stack Overflow about stop teaching people to use underscore, I decided to use underscores just to spite them. Hey, there you go. They're the star of their own show, not realizing they're a background character in yours. They're not even a background character. They're just an insignificant nobody. They're a drive-by advice giver. The worst kind of people. FazeBuzz, hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. You're not an insignificant nobody. You're a person in chat that I know your name. And you come to the stream pretty often. Steven, he just says, notice me, senpai. It's not even like they're like, notice me. They're like, notice me and do what I tell you to do because I said so. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell anyone what to do. Yeah, that is something that I want to put on a t-shirt. Along with, have you tried searching the issue tracker? That was a beautiful stream. Yeah, that was also why I don't stream Rust except in sub-only mode now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, get check out main. Oh, right. Embarrassing. Still waiting on the Anthog merge? Yeah, I haven't had time to do anything useful. But oh, is Stackful redirecting dupes? Oh, it probably redirects when you're logged out. Weird. Deleted the second link. Fucking A. Such is life. Coming back on that, it would be wonderful. Yeah. Great November Games. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. They get alliance that are not an extra. Lord says don't complain on a meeting, and you just lift your mug and say, could you imagine? What is this :V you're trying to put into MOTD? You at least spelled my name right, FistBuzz. I'll give you that though. But okay. So I'm looking for how this get the grep. I'm probably finding some URL building nonsense. I hope it's in this repo. It should be in Python. One of these two, probably. Is that gonna work? No way that works. I was gonna say. I tried to execute it, yeah. That would have been bad. Okay. Get frontend app asset URL. Return an asset URL that is unversioned. Yeah, these are the fucked up ones. These are the fucked up ones. Guy Ross, thank you for the resub. It's 6 months, which gets you a fancy new badge. Hey guys, hey guys. I don't know why that one tickled me so much. The MOT doesn't bypass the block phrase list. That's good. We learned when I streamed in sub only that all of the channel point redemptions bypass the sub only mode, which just means if you have a lot of channel points, then it's no longer sub only mode, which seems broken. Seems like it shouldn't work that way, but I think the way Twitch does it is any monetized feature bypasses any of the modes. So yeah. Poach Beats, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. You have 400k channel points. God damn, Marsha. God damn. Turns a versioned URL located within Sentry's static files. So what are you? Where do you come from? Also, this doesn't look like it makes sense given the implementation. Right? Images / sentry. We don't see images in this path at all, but we also don't see any splitting here. So this doesn't, I think this is wrong. I think this is supposed to have images / here, but I'm not sure. I see limited points, but posting sub only is a redemption. Yeah, but it should work the same. It's just like not really done that well. The amount of useful information you have on your YouTube channel, that's just a noun. But I assume you're appreciative of it, so thank you. I had channel points, I wasted them all in the Azure Functions prediction. Yeah, well, that's gambling for you. Okay, so why are there two different ones here? What am I searching for? Prefix. What was the original grep? Static dist. Oh. We do not want to have Webpack assets served under a version URL, as these assets have a file content based hash in its file name, so it can be cached long term. What? Why are these not served out of a CDN? These should 100% be served out of a CDN. Ignore those for now. I hope they're not a problem. Okay, but I think that first thing is actually the useful bit. Source, sentry, utils, assets. I'm kind of curious where this gets used. And I hope the answer is not much. Oh, but it's in a template tag, so it's probably this. Oh, balls. It has to be percent. That won't be a word boundary anymore. Okay, so select 2.min.js. Let's see what that ends up being on these pages. This page here. Also, I'm surprised that select 2, no, it doesn't appear to be there. Where's like a base template? Issue creation. Why do we, how do we have jQuery on this page? What? Auth, Jira. Slack. Organization login. Default organization logo.png. Is that this? No. Icons. Oh, this is an icon. This isn't even an image. Okay. Base React. Here we go. Sentry loader.svg. We can find that one. Apparently we cannot find that one. This must not be a React page? Really? Okay, so these look like they're versions, but I don't know what this version is. It's too short to be a get SHA. They're all the same though. That tells me something at least. Images, favicon. Absolute asset URL. Okay, so that does tell me that the word images ends up in here. What was that file that we opened? Oh, this one. Yeah. Select 2 is my favorite JavaScript library. Isn't that like jQuery helper stuff? And then his comment. Yeah, I just didn't understand how you phrased it. Fine, it's fine. Sentry images / sentry is how this should end up. Such a waste of time to actually push a PR for this. Update. Correct comment about generated asset URL. Yeah. I don't actually set up the dev tools. Like 2 is a drop-down library. Yeah, but it's usually like it's usually a jQuery add-on, right? Right? I've used it before. Yeah, the jQuery add-on. Okay, I'm not wrong. I remember that from the days when I used jQuery. I missed jQuery. Everything was simpler back then. None of this newfangled shenanigans. Well, I don't really care. We're gonna set my team and we're going to click. Oh, not that button. It's right next to the button that I wanted to click. What are you? Remove reset sequence. Oh, this is a revert. Yeah, this was added in a previous patch. That just means that test is gonna be flaky. I can't show that one. Never mind. It's too big now. What are you talking about there, Wilfred? Hey, look, I got an approval already. Nice. Okay. Alright, in Sentry. Oh, actually, we should see how many things use the other URLs. Get front app as URL. It's weird that some of these things use this URL, but not all of them. Like, why do we have two things? Why do we have two ways to do it? It feels like this one is the wrong one. Let's see why it is. Get blame-wu as the URL. Oh, it's pretty recent. Let us see why. Change URL to use entry points, which is an unversioned asset. But why? Before, Jira pulled an endpoint to a version asset, logo sentry. This caused Jira to constantly state that an update was available, even if just the version asset was changing. Ugh. 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 Gross. So if we stored the assets by SHA-256, yeah, but then we would need to know all the hashes up front. That's annoying. Okay. That is a special snowflake that I'm gonna have to think about. Because I want to ban all unversioned URLs as part of this. So we're gonna ignore that one for now. Front-end app asset URL. So we gotta find this because that's the actual usage of this. Copy you for now. This is the implementation. This is dist prefix. The fuck is that? Provide initial bootstrap data needed to boot the front-end app. Interesting. So we need to look for that too. Jira SVG lookup is wonk. This is template tag name to do. Okay, for some reason that gets called there. Okay, cool. This should just be a test. God, what? Why? Yeah, let's just monkey patch the file system. Yep, sounds good. At least they did try finally. This is a little weird though. Don't know why this would ever fail. It opens the file in append mode. This should just use there equals dispatch suffix equals dot.js. Dina, hello, how you doing? Good to see you again. Tina also streams. You should check out their channel. I think this is the right way. Then instead of opening, I don't know why this gets open. This gets opened in append mode, but then is not used. Which is strange. Very strange. This also doesn't actually test the behavior at all. It tests the development behavior, which isn't part of prod. Anyway, I'm not gonna fix this right now. Probably use named temporary file instead. Okay, cool. Undo all of that. Or that file. Okay, that's everything. Good. J-Man, hello. How you doing? Gonna keep working while I continue to lurk. Sounds good. 111 viewers make a wish. How you doing, Snow? Good to see you again. How have you been? I got trips. It's true. I got trips. Oh, this was a sorry, this is off topic. I opened this issue on GitHub yesterday because I was poking around at stuff. Tina, thank you for the resub at 2 months, which gets you a fancy new badge. Appreciate your continued support. Thank you. Snow says your hair is gone. Yeah, most of it's gone. My building just announced we'll be moving to an open floor plan. Did you have cubes before? Or did you have offices? How did that work? I had cubes once. Okay, anyway. I was poking around in the Node.js. I probably actually can just show you. I have opt node here. I do. So I was like, this is a little bit chunky. I shouldn't need 160 megs for Node, right? So I looked at this and I was like, okay, lib is 16 megs. That's probably Node modules, right? And yes, it's Node modules. Okay, fine. I can ignore lib. There's nothing I can really do about Node modules. Node modules is a black hole. All right, let's look at the rest of this. Bin. Bin's probably the Node executable. Probably can't do anything about that either. Oh, yep, sure as shit. Node is 83 megs. Everything else is essentially 0. These are symlinks. But why the fuck is include bigger than lib? What the hell's in here that's somehow bigger than Node modules? Include is usually header files, and usually header files are small. And so I was like, okay, include Node, fine. What else is in here? And yeah, I could use NCD, but whatever. OpenSSL headers? That's fucking weird. Why are there so many OpenSSL headers? Arches? What's that weirdness? And then I eventually found that there's header files for every single architecture distributed with every version of Node. Which almost certainly isn't needed. Hopefully. That's my hope. In a shared office, my office mate never comes to us like solo. Oh. That's cool. So you had a door? You could close the door? You could be like, bye now. I don't think I've ever had a physical barrier at work. They transferred the repo to Node. Oh. Citrus is here. How you doing, Citrus? Ants? Wait, why didn't it do the TTS. What? Where's the TTS? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Wait, why is it delayed? Wait, now it's gonna do it again. What is going on? Oh, you have no audio right now. I see, I see. Well, I will give you a little AOC carpet there. Montaya's Revenge says grep M is a neat trick. Yeah. Yeah. But you could just use NCDU, which is better. Snow has resubbed at 10 months. Good to see you again, Snow. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. The biggest incentive for staying at the company for a long time is you upgrade to a window office. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Wolfred. Wolfred. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Wolfred. I don't have any buttons today. But welcome to Septum, Al Deganar, Alex, Bardley Series, Papa Gomer B, and Montoya's Revenge. Welcome. Is it same for the 14X? I don't know. Let's see. Let us download the 14X one. I only checked 18X. 14. Sure, 19.3 Linux. This one. Copy link. Blah, 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 blah. W get you. I know you can't. I'm at work, Wolfred. It is weird that is what you call it, to be fair. View the HS node star. Do we have the same problem here? Include is much smaller here. Oh, there is OpenSL there though. Oh. What? What do you mean? Oh. I guess I could do tree instead. Citrus has gifted 5 subs as well. Citrus! Citrus, you don't have to. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Back to my meeting, Lurk. Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by. You stop in here, drop some subs and Lurk. I appreciate you. Gabriel, Iconian, Mr. Cervisi, Surfcat, and Indigenous Navi. Welcome to Septum. Yeah. Error opening door. What? What? I guess I could just do ls. Wait, what? ls? Oh, I want ls-d. LSD. This should be node open SSL arches. Okay. Oh, we've got bits from Tofu Food. Thank you for the bits, appreciate it. And ANTMOW, welcome. Steamy Dude says, you know what grinds my gears? When people come to me with issues with a complete lack of having tried anything. Sending me screenshots of errors and then don't reply for a while after I start to help. Yeah. Arjik's also here. Hello. How you doing? Who's just hi bye. Sounds good. Oh, I can't reply on this account. Reply on my personal account. Looks like 14.x has the same issue, but it is much less pronounced there. so now you'll be able to see my comment show up here. Ta-da! But anyway, in theory, I might reduce every Node.js download by 50 megabytes, which is something. It's something. Okay, but we're super off topic. Get back to topic, Anthony. What stack pop are we doing? Okay, we're not gonna do this. But we need to figure out where this gets used. Oh, not many places. That's good. Oh, this is just gonna be all the same things as before. Client.javascript. Okay. And the CSS. Yes. And the app. That's definition. This is this prefix that we have to look at. That's the test. All right. This prefix. I really hope this isn't used somewhere. Okay, this is a test. Good. That's the definition. Okay. That is the type. Set the Webpack public path at runtime. It's necessary that imports can be resolved properly. This may not be as necessary without version asset URLs. Double negative, double negative. The version directory that is generated on the backend front-end assets will be versioned by Webpack with a content hash in its file name. Gonna need help with this going on. What's going on? Okay, so something happens there that I don't know. DevHS, does anyone know Flutter? I'm sure someone in chat does, but this is not the time. Okay, so I think I kind of understand how this works, but it's more complicated than I want. In Sentry, what was it called? The an asset URL function builds an unversioned path to the asset. Thank you for the hype train chat. Appreciate that. Choo. There is also should include this path. Blurp, blurp, blurp. Fuck you. What if it says your time is up? My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. What? Oh, that is a hyper rage. Is what you got. Do I have that one? I have all of them, so of course I have that one. There's a lot. There's quite a few hype emotes. They aren't making new ones anymore though. Wait, where are the ones at the bottom? Oh, I also have some of the hyper ones. This is some like promotional thing. But I'm sad that I don't have Haha Cat. I'm never gonna have Haha Cat, and I'm sad about that. I just have to get a Twitch employee to edit the database for me. What's the other one? There's also this static URL. Off screen, isn't it? Oh no, it's just on the bottom. It's gonna be off screen on YouTube though. YouTube cuts off the bottom. No, I didn't tell you to stop. Version. What is version? Yes, but what is version? Oh. What? Asset version. Get asset version. This happens on startup, so then it never changes. Static root version. Yeah. That is certainly an emote. Missy 69 thick. Wild. Which uses the backend. No, I only. I hate Notion. I hate Notion so much. Parsit, Lolo, how you doing? Settings, any? Oh, we have all sorts of typing shenanigans. I guess there's 3 problems. There's 3 problems that I want to solve here. Why is there a random backtick here? The backend Docker build currently builds the entire front end and then throws it away. And then mostly throws it away. I don't know if it's the entire front end. Yeah, check that. Pretty sure it's the entire front end. It installs Yarn, so we're off to a good start. Yarn install production. Yep, okay. Where's the build? Sentry build. Yeah, pretty sure that's a full build. Although it's not the Webpack build. That's just for Sentry. Where's the Git Sentry parts of this? Oh. Node env equals production bin Webpack. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it builds. The backend Docker build currently builds the entire front and mostly throws it away. This impacts our minimum deployment time since we need to wait for this image to build. Also impacts the image size since we have to install all of the JS tooling in there. I wonder if you talk to yourself like that when you're not streaming. The hell is this? Usually it's like, the fuck is this shit? Sometimes well, I don't say it out loud as much as when I do it on stream. I definitely do sometimes grumble, but yeah. Yeah, but I don't say it with funny voices. I only say it with funny voices for stream. Because why would I funny voices to myself? Okay. Actually, how does this even work? Does that go to the CDN? Okay, this is definitely a CDN URL. This is also a CDN URL, but it's with weird caching stuff. Okay, so they're all served in the CDN. Good. Good. So there's actually a fourth problem, which is that a front-end deploy does not update all of the assets. It only updates assets which use the unversioned calls. Why would I make funny voices to myself? Me to myself in a funny voice? Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so I started with 2 problems and now I have 4, which I think makes good rationale for fixing this. Or maybe it makes it feel more important. Yeah. I think this will only make everything better. Except for that weird Jira thing. We're gonna figure out how to do that Jira thing. This is the only thing that I know about that is different and weird. Proposal. Oh, did I finish how this works? Yeah, that's how it works. What is the main reason for fixing the CDN stuff? This is what I want to do. Oh, fuck you, Notion. It's difficult to add Canary to our front-end deploys due to the way that they're designed. I also care about this part. That the backend, we currently have a split front-end build and a back-end build, and the performance of the back-end build also runs the front-end build, so we kind of waste time for not good reasons. I would love to get rid of that too. But this is what I noticed when I was originally looking at this, which is, hey, we waste 100 to 200 milliseconds every page load because of the way we do this. And so every single page could load 100 to 200 milliseconds faster. By Canary, you mean M for beta testers? No. Canary, the idea with Canary in software is when you do a deploy, well, when you do a deploy without a Canary, you just roll it out to everyone all at the same time. When you do a Canary deploy, you roll it out to a small percentage of your hosts before you roll it out to everything else. The idea comes from the phrase canary in a coal mine, where they would throw a literal bird into the coal mine, and if the canary died, then you didn't go into the coal mine. But yeah, okay, proposal. So I think the way that I can make this work is that wouldn't fly in 2023? What do you mean? They're not really beta testers though. It's just random person would get it somewhere. A bird being thrown in the coal mines? I mean, I'm pretty sure it still happens. Although there's probably devices that do it better nowadays. But I'm pretty sure some form of the same practice still happens. Okay, so my thought for this and how I would design the system is, and assuming that we still want separate front end and back end deploys, which is, I think, a good idea. It certainly makes people more productive, and it reduces outages by forcing people to do separate front end and back end changes. I think I can do this with config maps, with Kubernetes config maps. But I don't remember the specifics of how they work, so we're going to unfortunately read some of the config map documentation. If I remember how config maps work properly, you attach them to a pod spec, and then you can change the contents of the file without having to roll everything. So basically, it allows you to design a configuration management system, but as files that you mount onto into the pods, into the containers. And so then in the config map, I could include the asset URL, or even just the hash, the commit SHA, the front end commit SHA, which would allow me to build these long boys up here would allow me to build these versioned paths. And the front end deploy, instead of doing a mutation in GCS, it would modify the config map. I think that's what I want to do. Hi, Volvo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Booty says, I confess I am the creator of Buttcoin. You made Buttcoin? That's probably why your name's Booty. Whisper says, what do you use to roll out Kubernetes changes? Currently, we use a system called Freight, which is a deploy system that was invented at Sentry, and it does terrible things to get to a place where it has credentials, where then it runs Kubernetes API calls. At the bottom of it, it's Kubernetes API calls. We're moving to GoCD, which is a CD system that's not invented at Sentry, and it yeah, it's better than Google Cloud Shell. Yeah, we don't. It's better than hand doing it. There are some things at Sentry which are not much better than Google Cloud Shell. Maybe Price says a Kate's CRD. Not exactly. GoCD is just a generic CD system, and you build scripts on top of it, and then you compose the scripts into pipelines. Epic Heiser. Epic High Fiver. Oh my god. That's such a good name. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Looks like the node people replied to me. Thanks for the quick response. You could have fucking just checked this yourself, my guy. Why did you make me do this? Anyway. Ginger tea. Good evening. It's not quite evening yet. It's only I'm not even done with work yet. Okay, so the proposal. Let's see. Well, let me do goals first. Goals. Special snowflakes. Apparently, we need a fixed URL to the Sentry logo for Jira stuff. Paste this link. We'll need to figure out something specific for this. Andrew says, how do I remount loop partition? Isn't there Anthos config management GCP to do GitOps? I don't fucking know. Ginger T says, I prefer your hair long and your ugly Hawaiian shirts. Damn, fucking roasted. Bye. Yeah, you come in here, you make me spin my pen, you roast me, and you leave. Seems about right. Okay, goals. Eliminate unversioned URLs. Allow versioned URLs to be updated on a subset of pods. On Canary only. Allow version. This is ambiguous. For Canary while not affecting the rest of prod. Yeah, what I'm confused about is these don't look like git SHAs. I don't think they're long enough for a git SHA, right? They must be though, right? Let's see. Git rev, git show this? I guess. Why? Why is wet rev parsed properly, but the other thing doesn't? uh, Here, I don't want to potentially show the actual command, so that's why I'm doing this. It's not unless I don't have it fetched. Where does this come from? What are you? It's a 32 character thing, so it's not a version. Oh, but we know what the file is called. I can in theory find where it gets written. It's gonna be fine. Maybe it's static version? Uh-huh. Yeah, that sounds more useful. It's not there. Alright, we're gonna look at my face for a second. No, the make file is probably the more useful one. Node version check. Well, it's definitely not that. Where does this file come from? Sentry version, no. Did we see this earlier? Asset version, yeah. Get asset version. Static root version. Oh, I should be able to find where this gets written somewhere. Is it in like the webpack config? I think I already got for this. I think we didn't find it anywhere. Oh, I definitely can't show that file. That was risky. Okay, definitely can't show that file. I know that there's bad stuff in there. Did I just miss it in one of these files? I feel like it might be in one of these. I think we already looked at the second one. No, this is just the same option. God, that's so annoying. Should be a string called version, maybe in a Python file. Right, I did this and then it was nonsense. Yeah. Local Lepec, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. God, I have no fucking idea where it is in here. We know that it's going to call open. Maybe narrows it down. The hell is this? It sounds. Oh, I think that top file is it though. IPI sync. Oh, it retrieves sentry versions from IPI. Oh my god, did I find the file? No. Fucking A. Where does this file come from? Ugh. What is the webpack config usually called, right? Probably in there. Then package.json. TS config? Webpack star? Maybe it's in JavaScript? I don't know. Also, I think we do a stupid thing where all of our JavaScript files are TSX, even if they're just normal TypeScript. Even if they don't actually render any React. Okay. It's component stuff. Dude, I have no idea where this file comes from. How you doing, Allcliffs? Yeah, it's a hash of something, but I don't know what it's a hash of. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where it comes from. Is it V? Like, I don't know where. I wish. I know I figured this out before too, which is the worst part. Maybe I wrote it in the other doc. Maybe I wrote it in the other doc. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Here we go. Yeah, this is the other idea that I had for this, which I don't think works. But yeah, I didn't write it down. Oh well. Anyway, I'm off topic. Maybe did I lose the graphical environment in Linux? Well, if you can't reinstall it, then you're just gonna have to reinstall your whole OS. If you have access to Package Manager, you can usually reinstall the windowed environment. M2dev.net, hello, hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. Oh, someone knows more about this OpenSSL thing than I do. Headers much larger after OpenSSL 3 switchover. Add template for generated headers, but it caused a regression, so it got reverted. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. And so still big. And then blah blah blah, something broke. It's just the paths that broke. So yeah, seems not actually a problem. They are on x86-64, so it should be fine. Just because the paths changed. Blah 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 blah. Okay. This is what I'm proposing. Yeah, anyway, they're bumbling about. I can ignore that. M2.net says, good. How about you? I'm doing pretty well. Ran lots of Cat 6 and put a rack in the new house over the weekend. Nice. Nice. Those are always fun. Okay. Writing down goals. Yes. Allow version URLs to be updated for Canary. Always use the version URLs. Eliminate as much of front-end build as possible in back-end image. All right, proposal. Instead of storing our current version state as the files in the CDN. Sorry, that's me being snarky. I should say that. I'm being snarky because we currently have no source of truth on what is the currently deployed version. The currently deployed version is whatever fucking files are in the CDN. Manage the asset version, the asset version as a config map mounted into the backend container. A front-end deploy switches from copying from the version path, the unversion path, to apply config map to backend deployments. This allows the front-end version to be changed only on the Canary deployment for canarying, and also allows updating all deployments, updating the config map all. Is it beer time? It is 5 o'clock, but I've also had a drink every day for the last 4 days, so I don't think I should have another one tonight. DNS-based CDN support? That's already what happens. That's already how our CDN works. It doesn't really change this. We're just relying on e-tags a lot. But I need to make sure that config maps actually do what I want. Config map has data and binary data fields. These fields accept key value pairs as their values. Both the data field and the binary data are optional. The data field is designed to be UTF-8, binary is base 64. Got it. Cool. The name of... Oh, God. Man, this sentence shows Kubernetes' whole ass. The name of the config map must be a valid DNS subdomain name. God, they're fucking storing these as DNS addressable things, aren't they? God damn. Fuck. Fucking A. Oh. I'm gonna ignore that. Ami lost. Hello, how you doing? Flosher says thoughts on two-space indentation. I don't like it. Personally. But I'm sure you can find some of my code that's two-space indented. Like, you can definitely find YAML files that are two-space indented. Like, I think all of my GitHub actions are two-space indented. But that's because they're copy-pasted. You mean Python? No. No. We can't have that here. Unless you work at Google. And then you don't have a choice, lol. Okay, config map, blah, 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 blah. 4 different ways you can use a config map. Container command and args. Don't want that. Environment variables. I'm pretty sure that needs a restart, so we probably don't want that. Is a file in a read-only volume? That's what we want. That's what we want. That's the good shit right there. Oops, I scrolled up. Oh, now I've scrolled down. Look, here we go. If I link this, is it gonna look like a link? I feel like it's not gonna look like a link. I feel like there's CSS for fixed text links. Yeah, how the fuck is someone supposed to know this is a link? How? How would one know this is link? Stupid. The config map. Just gonna add the link on the end here. This would use the mounted file style. Config map. Hello, fixed text. There we go. Such that a container restart is not needed to update things. You're looking at Jack's Day? You're looking at Google code, yeah. Fix Jake says some of the Python code I inherited had a try except around all the imports that was two-space indented. And in the except it used something that was imported to log the exception. That's pretty good. Don't Googlers have plugins for converting 2 to 4 spaces? I'm pretty sure most of the Googlers are just like suck down the Kool-Aid and then yell at anyone who doesn't do that. That's most of the Googlers that I've met. Not all of them. But most of them are like, Danny Google is of course right, and anything else, you're a fucking idiot. Okay. A helper inside the asset URL function is adjusted to read the asset version from the config map file. Probably cached with some shortish TTL and or cached by stat. NumPy Panda's Torch. Man, what a cursed username. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. You use 2 spaces for TypeScript and TSX. That's because of bracket hell. Well, here's the thing about TypeScript is most of the push for 2-space indents comes from the era where JavaScript was callback hell. And so you needed the 2-space indents because, oh, you did 4 thens. Oh, I guess, you know, your indentation's off the page now. I guess we'll switch to 2 spaces so that we don't have to care so much about our arrow-shaped code. But you don't really need that anymore because there's a wait. You don't tend to write such arrow-shaped code. But then, you know, there's too much momentum in one direction, so they're never gonna do it in the other direction. React, you still need to do the same stuff for hooks? Yeah. Okay, well. Fuck React then. Yeah. I found a new option chat forcing Anthony to use 2 spaces in 5 minutes. No. That's not gonna happen. Unless you find a way, well. Unless you find a way to make my editor re-render 4 spaces as 2 spaces. But I don't think I want that feature anyway. How about an odd number of spaces? Yeah, 3 space indents. Just piss everyone off. Rollout / backwards compatibility. That's the last thing I kind of have to think about. As long as the current deploy behavior is maintained until all usages are switched over, there shouldn't need to be any concerns for backwards compatibility. It'd be rolled out in stages where I guess I should explicitly state it, even though it's obvious to me. Should be a number. 1 is introduce the config map unused. 2, adjust front end was to also modify to also update the config map in addition to the current behavior. 3, update the asset URL functions to use the config map data. And then 4, remove backward compatibility in front end deploys. To do the Jira thing above. Probably need. Ideally, we wouldn't need another custom solution for this. Maybe we can use. Should just serve it out of the app. They're making a plugin for Babby. Newbie key. Newbie Pirate says, do you use a YubiKey? Yes. How do you like Notion? I fucking hate Notion. I didn't have to use it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Which one? I have 2 Nano 5s and I have 3 Nano 5Cs? 2 Nano 5Cs. One of them's in a box. I haven't got one out of the box yet. How you doing, DDelsp? Yeah, I really like the 5 nanos because they're small. 5Cs are a little bit more chunky, but they're fine. Grr. I see. Leather 5 nano, work provided. I haven't thought about it since my first day here when I plugged it in and set it up. Yeah. Yeah. Some people actually unplug theirs and replug theirs. Because in theory, if somebody stole your laptop, well, then you don't have multi-factor anymore, but... yeah. Fake MFA? I mean, kind of, but yeah. Good thing though that continually unplugging and replugging the MFA device can cause the USB port to fail. I mean, that's kind of true, yeah. Bitewise Gamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hmm. I wonder if I can look at the Jira. How annoying was this? Is this something that we actually should have changed, or should we have just been like, we're 2294. Okay, look at my face for a sec. See if I can look at the Jira. Apparently, we're gonna look at me sneeze. The fingerprint reader on a Mac can work as MFA? Yeah, if you want to give Apple your fingerprint. Do you actually want to give Apple your fingerprint? Okay, you can't look at this, but I'm looking at it. Thank you for the bets, D-Nels. Appreciate it. I wish we stored this as a content addressable store based on the SHA-256 of our assets. Then it wouldn't matter because we don't update this ever. But I don't know. Okay, it sounds like it is kind of important, so maybe we'll have to figure something out there. NSA is your fingerprint, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, but the NSA is not a corporate entity that I don't do business with. They don't need to have. There's no reason Apple should have my fingerprints. Also, the NSA doesn't necessarily have your fingerprints unless you've given them to them. Such as things that I have done, like TSA pre-check. But yeah. Google has mine that says we store them offline and encrypted on your device only. Yeah, there's no fucking way that's true. There's zero chance that's true. And almost negative chance that that's true. If you travel, they have it only if you have signed up for the particular things that require you to fingerprint there. Yeah, TSA pre-check, global entry. If you don't do those things, you haven't given them. Like, I don't think you need it. You don't need it to get your passport. That's what you believe? No, I have existed. That's what I know, because I have not given it out beyond those things. I don't have to believe anything. I lived. I exist. Anoop-chan, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. That's a good name. If I'm in March, I need to get my pre-check. I don't know when it expires. I feel like it's been a while since I did mine, and is it 10 years? Pre-check. Oh. Huh. I have an email from 2021 that says it's expiring that I archived. No, it's in my inbox. Also sort of looks like a phishing email. No, it's legit. I probably did this. But if it expired in 2021, why did I say it so weird? It's a 5-year expiration cycle? Yeah. I believe you were fingerprinted when you were a kid? Yeah, but those fingerprints don't match anymore. Your fingerprints change over time. Which is why they reprint you. NSA doesn't follow the rules if government has... Yeah, I mean, if government has it, then the rest of the government has it. It's still government. It doesn't really change anything. But it doesn't mean that Apple has it. That's my point, is that Apple doesn't have it. There's no reason for Apple to have my fingerprints. Or my irises, or fucking any of the other shit that they use to scan you. You don't think government and Apple are the same entity? I think the information flows one way, not two ways. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with work for today. But I kind of want to keep programming, so I might stop the VOD, start the VOD. I'll just keep the stream going though. Then we'll work on not work stuff. I don't use fingerprint sensing for your phone. No. Google doesn't. Neither Google nor Apple needs my fingerprints. No. All right, we're gonna stop the VOD and then start another VOD.